What's going on, everyone? Welcome to another Screen Sanctum reaction. I'm Steve. Today we're going to react to Brooklyn Nine-Nine Season 3, Episode 6, Into the Woods. Last week was the cool Halloween episode. Hopefully this week or next week is the Christmas episode. I know we always get 2 holiday episodes, but last week was also the big yearly bet between Jake and Captain Holt. And who won? Twist. Amy won this year, so that was pretty cool. Before I get into this episode, if you want to see the full uncut reaction and all my uncut reactions, please check out my Patreon. There's something for everyone. All right, Brooklyn Nine-Nine Season 3, Episode 6 in 3, 2, 1, go. Oh, cool.
Falcon 1, do we have a go?
One.
What are you gonna say when he crashed through the window?
Hey there.
Oh, God.
Sorry for dropping in.
Goosebumps, Jake. All right, bar digested, mission go.
Charles is a good friend.
Sorry for dropping in. Was it cool? It felt really cool. yeah, it's pretty cool. Hey there. Sorry for dropping in. Oh. And the best part is there was nothing on my cheek.
You busted through a window for no reason?
Basic police tactics, Sarge. Cover every exit.
It was a sealed window on the 5th floor.
Yeah, but then
He wanted to be epic.
Have been knock knock, who's there, justice? Ooh, that's actually amazing. Charles, write that down.
I've got 2 kids, a job, and a very pregnant one. I get 1 hour a week to myself on Sundays. You know what I do at that time?
Sleep.
I went through a window. That's a blooper of sorts, right?
No, it's not a blooper if you meant to do it.
True. Oh.
Uncle Ray, thank you for loaning me your best detective for lunch.
My pleasure. Of course, she is entitled to 45 minutes as per her.
Your shoulders tightened when he said, baby. Your nostrils flared when asked what was going on with the 2 of you. Which, given your aversion to Indian cuisine, suggests you let him choose the restaurant. Why would you do that?
Holt.
You're about to break up with him.
You are good. Things aren't working out.
No.
Text while he's sleeping that says, we're done.
Accurate. But do you feel like it's enough?
I know you were mad at me for ruining blooper time, so I did all your paperwork.
Oh, awesome.
This weekend, Charles and I are taking you to the great outdoors. To Detective Lohank's cabin. Boom.
But he just wants to relax.
It's Lyme disease central.
So we'll get some bug spray.
Plus, that cabin's probably covered in black mold.
Racist.
What?
Maybe I could just chill out a little.
Yes, you're stressed. A little fun would do you good, I promise.
Oh, is it going to be fun?
You're right. You all better get ready for fun.
Or is it going to be another
Jerry,
debacle?
No, he's crazy.
Just out of curiosity, why would you name your house Stink Puddle?
Oh, I didn't. Home inspector came up with it.
Oh.
We had 3 dogs die in the well.
Oh.
If they weren't all tied together, we might have just
Oh.
one. Sad thing is, they were therapy dogs from. Don't do anything I wouldn't do. For instance, drink the water or let your wife go on work trips.
I told Kevin about how I approved of your strategy for breaking up with Marcus, and he said that we were, quote, sociopaths.
He has so many emotions.
Just so beautiful how much they love each other.
It's a commercial.
www.ladiesgoodhealthmag.com/sex. 867-599.
What the hell, Holt?
/9432.
What the freak?
I think we should break up.
That makes me feel sad. I'm sad.
Your sadness is noted.
I feel acknowledged.
Hard, late, release, and...
Well, I found all the worms. They're eating a fox corpse in the outhouse.
Speaking of which, I'm getting hungry.
Oh, they gotta catch it.
Yes, of course, dinner.
Did you not pack any food?
There's fresh fox.
And you never thought to get groceries? What was in those coolers?
The fireworks.
Jake.
Something bad happened to Charles, didn't it?
Big time. Oh, God. What if the last thing we ever heard him say was
Sporgasborg.
Hey, Jake.
Jake.
Are we lost?
What? No. We're on an adventure, right?
They didn't track their way to get back?
I tried to acknowledge his feelings. It wasn't easy. There were a lot of them.
Just so confused. Are you climbing out the window?
No. I climbed back in and we talked about emotions for 20 minutes. It was incredibly meaningful to me. And I'm gonna miss him.
I think she's acting.
This is exactly what I didn't want.
You crying?
Oh,
I deserve that.
Charles,
you did.
Boyle, what the hell? I know, it's a pretty big hole,
Holy
right?
how'd you
shit.
end up down there?
I spotted a gorgeous chanterelle. There's a hole, not a pit. 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 Charles, there's a hole, not a pit.
Now pull us up, Terry.
Oh, crap, I'm
Oh no. Oh, worst weekend ever.
Great trip, Jake.
Oh, thanks, man.
You know that was sarcastic.
Mhm.
You didn't bring food or water.
I mean, look at Charles. He's chill. I'm chill.
Charles is not chill.
You know what?
Hey, I did the paperwork.
No, Amy did it.
True, true, true.
Please calm down. Reminds me of when my daddy used to fight with my best friend, my mom.
Oh god.
Don't throw away a lifelong friendship for a one-night spoon with Terry.
Okay, enough. We're gonna stop fighting. We're
Spoon
gonna fight
together.
out. Bring it in. Bring it in.
Oh shit.
Where's Jake?
Did you eat him?
No!
Good morning, guys. Tied all my clothes together, tethered them to a log, and used it as a grappling hook.
Aren't you freezing?
Not at all.
Yeah.
Mainly because my skin is on fire from all the poison ivy in this tree. After you fell asleep, Boyle really laid into me. It was brutal.
This time, I think you're only 99% right.
Uh.
We're rolling.
I'm considering having my tear ducts melted shut.
It's not the end of the world to feel.
Something.
What if I'm never ready? What if that was it? My one chance at love? What if I never get a second chance? I don't
Damn,
know.
Rosa.
I'm just sad. Wait, are you crying?
Yes. Thank you for acknowledging my feelings.
Thank you for acknowledging mine.
Holt is so good with everyone.
Without product makers like you, us dazzle doves would have nothing to shake our wings over.
Dazzle
Yeah,
Doves,
but my invention-
Down in the Dumps, D&D.
Why'd you want us to meet you out here?
To thank you guys for the weekend.
Really?
Oh, they're going to use the fireworks.
I have kind of forgotten how to have fun. I'm going to try to work on that, so...
Fireworks!
That's good too. Ooh.
Hopefully they work. Please work. You should really stand back.
See how fun this is? And he would have been absolutely right. We're way too close for us.
I really like how Holt acts with everybody in the precinct. Like, everyone likes him and respects him, but I really enjoyed that he doesn't treat everyone the same. He doesn't necessarily code switch. He kind of just feeling switches. Like, the way he was with Rosa this episode, like, he couldn't have acted this way with Amy or Jake or Terry or Charles, but he knows how to get through to everyone in the precinct equally. And again, makes him an amazing captain, an amazing person. It's just something I wanted to acknowledge because it's true. Like, Jake is the polar opposite of Holt when it comes to stuff like that. He wouldn't have been able to empathize with Rosa at the start. Maybe by the end of the episode, he would have got it. His personality doesn't work that way. Anytime he interacts with anybody from the 9-9, it's just the Jake way, you know? Sort of the same with Charles and Terry. They all have their personalities, and they don't really adjust well in that situation. But Holt, like, he's so good with everyone, and that's why he is the #1 captain of all time. So the main plot of this episode was Charles, Jake, and Terry into the woods. I think the Rosa plot was a little bit more important. There was a little bit more going on there, even though it was the B plot. I was hoping that they didn't break up because, you know, I want everyone to be happy and I want Rosa to be happy. She went out of her comfort zone, you know, she let herself be vulnerable, and not that it didn't work, like she said it herself, she just isn't ready to be married right now. And that's totally fine. And in this episode, it is also good to show us that it's also fine to end something when, you know, you don't think it's eventually going to lead somewhere. Because a lot of us in that situation wouldn't want to end it. We're just like, oh, maybe I'll change my mind, or oh, maybe they'll change their mind in a year or two, and we don't even have to have this discussion. And then you go 2 more years and nothing changes, and you kind of wasted 2 years. So it was good that they worked it out amicably and they could go their separate ways. When she was talking about the breakup and how she may never be ready, I actually thought to myself, maybe you won't end up with a man. Maybe you'll end up with a woman. Who knows? I don't know. No one knows until the later seasons, but that's my prediction. Back to our boys in the woods. I think the point was basically to focus on Jake and how he's not necessarily a bad kind of selfish. He just likes to have fun, but it shows us that every time he does something that he wants to do, it's a burden on somebody else. So he wanted to do the cool entry break through the window just so he could have the cool little catchphrase. Who would have had to do the paperwork? Terry. So Jake gets to have the fun. Terry has to do all the work. And then he says, oh, I'll do the paperwork. But in reality, he passed it on to someone else. Amy actually had to do all the work. So like they said in the episode, Jake, there's like no consequences sometimes. He just does what he wants to do, and everyone else has to clean up the mess. Even though they're not huge messes. I mean, falling into a pit, no, a hole, is not fun, and I think everyone had a right to be upset about that. But again, he did figure out the way to get out, sacrificed his health and well-being to get everyone out, and that was good. But all in all, in the beginning, I understand wanting to, you know, to get out of the house and take people out. But again, Terry likes his hour on Sundays. He was very adamant that he really enjoyed bubble baths and sports bloopers for an hour to relax. I mean, it was nice of him to give it a chance to go into the woods, but again, it did not work out very well because, you know, how do you go to the woods and not bring food? Like, well, hopefully Jake learned his lesson. So if they ever go on a camping trip again, Jake remembers to at least bring food and a map so they could all have fun. They don't have to forage in the forest for vegetables and weeds and shit like that. And they don't have to actually fish for survival. They could just fish for fun, go out for fun, and just come back to the cabin and eat whatever they brought. It was a funny episode. I enjoyed it. I thought it was going to be the Christmas one, but it's not. So maybe next week is, or sometime soon it has to be. All in all, Into the Woods was a pretty funny episode. I wouldn't put it in my top 10. It was good to like move forward certain plot points, especially with Rosa, because in 3 seasons, we really haven't seen any emotion besides her not really caring about anything. So this was big for them. And again, thank goodness Holt was there to handle this, because if it was still the Vulture, this would have been a shit show. So let me know, what did you all think of Into the Woods? What did you think of my reaction? What do you think of my thoughts? Let me know in the comments below, and I'll see you all in the next video. Peace, guys.